Okay, so what we've got the side tone on, and I can hear my voice just distantly in the background as I'm talking, and we've got the HD ultra voice mode, I think, connected, and we've presently got the Prism on the top of the helmet, and all I've done is switch the Prism on, and as it's already Bluetoothed, it's automatically connected. This thing that we got on the what I can hear I'm talking is a side tone, so I know what I've got something in the background, and we're just going to test the system now. Because of what I've just done, I've just turned off the Bluetooth from the audio backpack on the GoPro. So we've just got the Prism running now, and I'm talking to you with my visor up via a SENA 20S or SENA 20S intercom system, and we'll just see how it goes. Just going to put the helmet down, visor down. Still got a side tone fitted so I can hear what I'm talking to you. A bit muffled, but at least I know that the voice is going out. We're going to head off now down towards Rugged and back towards Biddulph in Staffordshire. Vehicles are braking ahead, so before I do any braking I'm going to check my mirror. That's obviously part of the system. What we want to try and do is ride to a thing called the police roadcraft. This is a system of motorcycle control. System or drill, each feature of which is considered at the approach to any hazard. So you've got to start thinking, what is a hazard? Well, a hazard is anything that contains an element of actual or potential danger. So in other words, what you're trying to do when you're riding along is take as much information as you can from your environment, developing your space management, but also, if possible, use your local knowledge about the road conditions and the roads that you're travelling on. Here we're on a two-way undivided carriageway. Road surface is dry, visibility is good, and it's a little bit twisty, so although the speed limit is a 60-mile-an-hour zone, we don't have to try to achieve that 60. Although I'm going to go round a left-hand bend, I'm trying to look over the hedgerow, over the brick walls. I can see oncoming traffic, I can see a pedal cyclist as well. Not particular danger at this time, but are the vehicles coming the other way going to come into my carriageway in order to overtake the cyclists? Just a thought. Road goes round to my right, so I'm going to position towards the near side to extend my view around that curve. Noticing now a lot of vehicles parked towards the near side. Local knowledge is it's a very, very popular little steam railway here, so there may be movement of vehicles in and out. So I'm just going to stay away from the pedestrian on the near side. It's quite safe, there's nothing coming the other way, and I'm going to turn left, sorry, my apologies, I'm going to turn right at the roundabout. No need to indicate at this particular time because there's nobody to benefit from any sort of indication. We're going to go head up towards the sailing club. Road conditions a little bit poor here. I'm just entering the 60 limit again as the road ascends and goes slightly to my right in the distance. So my main beam observation skills now are going to try and use the hillside really, and on the obviously oncoming vehicles. Trying to, it looks like the road does hug the valley a little bit, and it could well ascend, yeah, and it looks like it's going slightly to the left. So mirror check on the high point, and we've got a 40 limit. Mirror check before entering the 40 limit. Road conditions, although the road is relatively well tarmacked, it's always been renowned for being a bit rough here, so just take your time. There's no need to try and rattle your teeth and dislodge all your infills. We could always make up for progress the other side. mirror check as the road goes round to my right. Road appears to narrow, and according to the sign, if the sign's correct, we should have a left-hand bend after the right. So using that now and basing this knowledge on a hazard and trying to develop a riding plan, there's your left. De-restriction sign, road surface is fairly rough. Oops. There we go. And off we go. Planning now for the right-hand bend. So I'm going to tuck in towards the near side. We talked earlier about positioning. What I try and do is encourage people to use a 1 to 5 system. So anything towards the near side is 1. Anything towards the centre of the carriageway is 5, which we are now. Centre of the lane is 3. So I'm going to go out to 5. Stay 5 because I've looked across the hedge and there's nothing coming the other way. The junction is clear, so I'm going to drift into position 1. I'm going to stay 2 or even out to 4 to get me view as the road goes round to the right. Noticing the farm entrance to my near side, so any possible movement of any vehicles. I'm going to stay 1 with the throttle just pulling. So what I want to try and do when I enter all these bends or corners or curves, whichever you want to call it, is to be in control. Now what you can do is, if you've got a suitable gear, you can get any variation through the throttle. I'll make a bit of progress. I don't think I'm going to make much progress here. You've got 2 vehicles in front of us, and then looking over the top of the hedgerow you can see in the distance some sort of tarmac area. That could well be our road. The van in front is quite good, it's fairly high, so it gives you an idea of where the road goes. You just got to be wary of any low sports cars coming the other way, and if they may have to brake suddenly. So there's one approaching now. The road starts to get a little bit narrow. Mirror check. Don't get too close in case the vehicle in front brakes suddenly when oncoming traffic appears. Get a suitable gear to help me out. Presently running in 3rd. We're riding a BMW R1200 GSLC. There's a road ahead, looks like it could go round to the left. Having gone left, it goes right. So I'm looking already for the right hand bend. It's there. And it looks like they've done a bit of work down here. They've done a bit of patching, so it's not, the road's not as bad as it was. Can't go too fast, just maintain a nice steady pace. Right gear engaged, just gone back up to 3rd. Checking mirrors, no change in circumstances behind, no vehicles at all. This is a fairly tightish bend, so I'll drop it down to 2nd. Still maintaining a bit of a flow, didn't have to brake at all. Road appears to go round to my right. Local knowledge junction just after that, so there's no need to go hammering round the bend because you don't know where these 2 cars are going to be going. I'm going to go off to my left. So obviously Hyundais aren't built with indicators. Got a pretty set of lights at the back, but obviously the indication doesn't work. Presently on Toff Road now. So out to my left is the Peak District, and then out to my right is Biddulph Valley, and then past Malcop we can see in the distance you've got the Cheshire Plain. and then out past the Cheshire Plain. You've got the Welsh Hills and out towards Manchester and Merseyside. Bit windy, so I'm just going to close my visor. My eyes are starting to water a little bit. And then just hope this this camera's worked. What I've done, I've started the recording by using the SENA 20S. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop down into Biddulph Moor, and as soon as we drop into Biddulph Moor, I'm going to attempt to stop that recording. So all I need to do is press the toggle switch on the 20S, and then I should hear a beep in my headset, and they'll probably say something like, "And oh, here we go, it does work, we have indicators." Well, do they only work when turning right? You never know. Right, job done then. So we'll see if this works. Going to attempt to switch the prism off. Try again.